What's up YouTube, Warstu here with a video on Endgame. So by now, most of you have probably seen Endgame once, twice, 3 times, maybe 4 times, as it did hit 1.2 billion in its opening weekend, but will it smash Avatar's 2.7 billion box office grossing record? Let me know down below, guys. So hopefully the title isn't meant to trigger you. I still really like this movie, but there's certain aspects we need to go over. But first, we do have a video sponsor, so it will be the first link in the description. They're a pretty cool website. They sent us out a Quantum Realm hoodie. The quality was quite good. The delivery time was really good. The only issues I had was I ordered a large, but for me it felt more like a medium. The length wasn't long enough and the arms were pretty tight. But saying that, guys, I don't have normal size arms, like between 16s and 17s. Not massive, but if I was you, I'd go one size up. But they have a massive range of Avengers-based products. So all you gotta do is click the first link down below. It helps support the channel. So before we get into this video, I just want to say thank you for all the support we've had over the last year on this channel regarding Endgame. Endgame is now out, but there's so much more to come from the MCU. We have obviously Spider-Man Far From Home in July, and we have Dark Phoenix, which is technically Disney now, but it's still Fox. Then next year, we believe Black Widow could be out with the Eternals, but if they're not, they are in the works. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. There is a lot of stuff in the work, so this title will trigger you. And no, I'm not saying Endgame sucked. To be honest, I have changed my opinion. I like the movie more now, but I posed a question on Twitter earlier. My handler is @WWarstu because someone has stolen my Twitter handle. It was @Warstu, but for some reason, I've lost. So essentially, what I was saying is, and it's something that in the 21st century, we can't really do without getting hate. I put a question up. Can you criticize a movie you like? Because I believe you can. So essentially, I have criticized Endgame quite a lot because I just feel like a lot of this movie could have been better. Yes, I am going to watch the movie tomorrow for the 3rd time, and I've sent out a lot of tickets to fans that won competitions. So I've probably spent more money on Endgame than quite a few people. So you can't really say my opinion doesn't mean anything because you guys, I hear your comments, you're all roughly saying the same thing. I've spoken to a bunch of pretty decent size, I guess you say, Instagrammers and YouTubers, and they all do agree that the movie was amazing. The cinematography was amazing. The visual effects have been improved from Infinity War because the visual effects in Infinity War were kind of weak in areas, but there are still a few VFX scenes in this movie that could have been better. So essentially, Avengers Infinity War was a movie about Thanos. It was a movie about destruction, about carnage. It had more of a narrative storyline, but then we come to Endgame. Endgame is more of the best of the Avengers, the best moments and stuff like that. Because let's be honest, guys, the storyline for Endgame, I really like this movie and I will be buying it on Blu-ray, etc. But the storyline was pretty simple. It was as simple. Thanos was killed, so the only way we can do it is go back in time with the pin particles via the Quantum Realm, which realistically they could have showed us the Quantum Realm. We were teasing Ant-Man and the Wasp images that there is a subatomic city, but they didn't realistically go into the Quantum Realm. They were in and out in a few seconds. So the storyline was very basic. Go back in time, steal the stones, come back, make your own gauntlet, do your snap, boom. And then obviously Nebula, the fake Nebula from 2014, she came along and caused the new problem of Thanos. Although this Thanos appeared to be even stronger, more badass, could take the full power of Stormbreaker, of Mjolnir, of Captain America, smashed the shield up completely, which was such an iconic, epic scene. But does the movie suck? No, it doesn't suck. I'm not saying that, but it could have been better. There are parts of this movie that I felt it's fan service. There are a lot of plot holes in this movie. If a movie is that damn good, you can overlook plot holes. Now, I've seen a massive debate online. Is Infinity War better? Is Endgame better? Let me know in the comment box section down below, guys. Which one did you prefer from a narrative point of view? Like I said, I love Endgame. I've got a whole channel that has got a bunch of content, hundreds of videos talking talking about Endgame. I love this movie. It's such a cool movie. But there are so many bits that didn't make sense. There are so many bits that made sense but didn't make sense because their time travel logic was flawed. You can like a movie but dislike parts of it. Like we did a video today, Hulk. They absolutely ruined the Hulk's character. Yes, the Hulk did the snap. He brought everyone back. Yes, he helped everyone. But essentially, everyone wanted to see Hulk smash it up. If you're a big Hulk fan, you are waiting like me to see the Wolverine versus Hulk scene that we're most likely never going to see. But this version of Hulk was Professor Hulk. Supposedly, he wasn't cool with that. We didn't see him transform. We didn't see Hulk and Banner come to terms and conditions and agree to kind of support each other and be Hulk. There was so many points in this movie that were underwhelming. Black Widow didn't get a funeral, which is kind of sad because she was the first badass female in this movie. Yes, I understand the screenwriters Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely did come out and say why, but it was very disrespectful to her character. Supposedly Hawkeye was supposed to die, but Marvel Studios didn't like that. There are a lot of things in this movie that could have been done better. Me, personally, I hated Thor's character. Thor, just give us Ragnarok Thor back, please. Or even say Ragnarok right if you bring us Thor back. Now we're going to be getting Asgardians of the Galaxy, which is cool, but please give us the Thor back that we had in Infinity War. Yes, Thor went for the head with Stormbreaker, chopped off Thanos' head. Yes, he did it. He learned from his mistake in Avengers Infinity War. But could this movie have been better? Yes, it really could. It didn't add much development for me. I don't think I got to know the characters more. Yes, you got to see more Black Widow. Yes, you got to see more Captain America. Yes, you got to see more Tony Stark. You got to see him go full circle. You got to see Morgan. But there could have been so much more. There really could have been so much more in this movie, and I'm very frustrated as a big MUC fan and comic book fan and general movie fan of comic book movies. I really felt like we were undervalued as fans. I know you guys are going to trigger down below, but guys, seriously. And then we do a video today, find out they could have included someone like the Living Tribunal to set up an even bigger bad for something down the line. But it's interesting because obviously in Captain Marvel, they introduced the Kree, they introduced the Skrull, but half the universe was snapped, but no other universes seemed to care. Only the Avengers cared. Yet, Captain Marvel's movie was centered around the Skrull and Kree. Why weren't there any Skrull or Kree in this movie? Because there was supposedly a cast for the, I guess you could say a Tokyo scene with prosthetics. So I was thinking the Skrull were going to be in this movie, but there was no Skrull. There was no Kree. Yes, Howard the Duck was in the movie, and it isn't really a secret cameo role because you got to watch this movie a few times to even spot all the Easter eggs. I just feel like there was a disservice from a narrative point of view. This realistically was the best of the Avengers. It was, really. Yes, they got more screen time, but we got a disservice. I was really looking forward to the quantum entanglement stuff that Tom Holland said in an interview when he said, I've just got to go, I'm the Spider-Man, I'm the friendly Spider-Man. And he said, but you, Doctor Strange, you, Stephen Strange, you, Benedict Cumberbatch, you've got to talk about all this quantum realm stuff. Either he lied, or they have deleted a lot of things from this movie because he didn't even say the quantum realm line once. Yes, we get a more comic book accurate, I guess you could say, looking Captain Marvel. She looked more like the comic book counterpart, but we didn't get enough of her. We didn't get enough of T'Challa, the Prince of Wakanda, the King of Wakanda. We didn't get enough Shuri. Shuri has been hyped up in Wakanda, in Black Panther, to be one of the brightest geniuses in the world, yet she wasn't there. There was no Scarlet Witch, no Vision. What the hell happened to Vision? We all seen Grey Vision in the concept art. I just don't know what happened, guys. There could have been so much more awesomeness. The Wasp, didn't really get to see much of her. Yes, Ant-Man got a hell of a lot of screen time, but seriously, I feel like this movie was cool, and I really hope this is a play to obviously add more on the extended Blu-ray, because I really feel a disservice. Yes, I've seen the movie a bunch of times, but I wanted more. I wanted more Black Panther. I wanted more Spider-Man. I wanted more Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange literally had a few lines like, yeah, this is it. I can't tell you what's going to happen, or it's going to play out differently. Either it's kind of funny because obviously if you watch Games of Thrones current season, careful for spoilers if you're not watching Games of Thrones. Basically, Bran Stark and Doctor Strange both knew that a Stark would be important to save the day. It's kind of funny how there's a parallel between two completely different franchises and entities. I just feel like a massive, massive discredit. I really wanted more. I understand this was to say bye to the original 6 Avengers, but let's be honest, Hawkeye is getting his own streaming service. Black Widow is getting her own movie. Captain America is gone. Tony is gone. But this is comic book logic, guys, so they're not gone forever. I just feel like in a 3-hour movie, they could have given us a lot more hope. Everyone could have got more screen time. I just feel really frustrated that we didn't really get a lot of screen time with the friendly Spider-Man, with Black Panther, with Scarlet Witch, who is so damn OP. Yes, she had a scene where she destroyed Thanos by herself, but she was overpowered so easily, even though she held her own when Thanos had the majority of the stones. A Thanos with no stones still held his own against her. There is so many frustrating scenes in this movie which could have been better. And no, this does not mean I hated the movie, but guys, I've been talking to a lot of people about this movie, people I know in real life, people on Twitter, other content creators that I chat to, and really this movie could have been better. But yes, it's fan service. It's a love affair with the fans. It is the greatest fan letter ever. For me, it's not the best comic book movie ever. For me, I am a massive Wolverine Logan fan. I would put Logan above this movie. Guys, don't troll down below. It's personal preference. I would put this movie, Endgame, in my top 3 best comic book movies ever. And I do not believe we'll be getting another Avengers team-up movie for a very, very long time. At least 3, 4, 5 years. And they could have done so much better with the time when they had all the Avengers returning, the ones that were dusted. I just really feel robbed in a way. Yes, this movie was so cool. There's so many awesome fight scenes when Captain Marvel's punches, when she goes badass against Thanos. There's so many cool lines. I'm Iron Man. And then boom, he snaps his finger. There's so many cool monumental moments that can never be like replicated in any other franchise. But damn, guys, let me know if you feel the same down below. I do believe this movie is pretty awesome. I'd give it, I don't know, somewhere between an 8.5 and a 9, but it could have been better. I really hope my kind of following but understands why I'm saying this. You can criticize a movie while still loving the movie. It is so cool. So guys, we are running the competition for a Hasbro Infinity Gauntlet. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel and let me know down below what was your worst moment of the movie. And if the channel ever does hit 100,000 subscribers, I will give away a PS4 Pro or an Xbox One to say thank you to you guys, because this channel is nothing without the subscribers, the people that support this channel from day one. This channel may not grow that fast. Well, it hasn't recently, let's be honest, but I have got some dedicated followers. I don't, like, you're not fans, guys. We're all the same here, just trying to talk comic book, movies, TV shows. So you're not fans. You're not fans of me. You're just people that watch my channel, and I really do. You don't realize how much I appreciate you guys. This channel means so much to me, and it's so cool that so many of you are sticking around for the next journey. Obviously, we've got X-Men Dark Phoenix coming up. We also have Spider-Man Far From Home, which, based on what happened in this movie, what is going to go on, because there's obviously a 5-year time jump. It's a very interesting time, looking forward for the rest of the MCU, with the fact that there's been a tease for the Living Tribunal in ways. They wanted to add it into Infinity War, but they couldn't due to Marvel not letting them in scheduling, which just tells me that they've already got plans for it. Doctor Strange 2, it's going to be badass. But like always, guys, please do not take this video the wrong way. I love this movie, but I can criticize something that I like, because I feel like there could have been more. They could have gave us more. There could have been more action scenes. I know we had a final third act, which was pretty cool, but until then, there really wasn't much action. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. Let's try and get this video up to 2,000 likes if we can, guys. That would be much appreciated. and I will catch you in another video very soon. So tomorrow, guys, I will be talking some Spider-Man Far From Home tomorrow. I've got a theory coming out, and we will be talking to the X-Men Dark Phoenix. Hopefully some of you will stick around and watch some videos tomorrow. That would be cool. I will be watching this movie again tomorrow, as it is a pretty dope movie. And like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I will catch you in that next video very soon. Catch ya later.